Now let's try example 3. The first question says, write an expression showing A divided by B without the use of the division symbol. So what they want us to do is to write that as a fraction. We can express that as A over B. Both of these expressions, using the division symbol and as a fraction, both are a way to write a division expression. Now, letter B, they give us a word expression. They tell us write an expression for G divided by the quantity H plus 3. Our word expression is G divided by the quantity H plus 3. And we can write this with the division symbol, or we can write this as a fraction. But you got to make sure that you get the correct order. You got to make sure that you know what is the dividend and what is the divisor. Well, what is being divided? What is the total? In this case, G is being divided. So I'm going to put G where the dividend goes in our division expression. And then, what is it being divided by? It's being divided by the quantity H plus 3. So I'm going to put that in the divisor section of using the division symbol. Now I want to keep the H plus 3 together. That's what the words the quantity tell us. Keep that together. But if I look at the way I have that written, order of operations would tell me to divide the G by the H first and then add 3. Well, I want to add 3 first. So therefore I need to put parentheses around the H plus 3. But if I was to write that using the fraction bar, okay, I'm going to put the G on top because that's where the dividend goes, and H plus 3 where the divisor goes. I don't need to put parentheses there around that because when we write it with a fraction bar, it's unnecessary. So just remember that with the division symbol, you must put parentheses around it if you want to keep it together, but not as a fraction. Let's try letter C then. It says write an expression for the quotient of the quantity m reduced by 3 and 5. Our word expression is the quotient of the quantity m reduced by 3 and 5. We know we're dividing in there because it tells us quotient. What are we dividing? Well, the first thing we're dividing is the quantity m reduced by 3. So m reduced by 3 would be m minus 3. I'm dividing that by what? By 5. Now, do I need the parentheses around the m minus 3? Absolutely. Because we want to keep that together. The quantity, think of the words the quantity as sort of giving us a clue to write parentheses. I need to put parentheses around that so I subtract the 3 from m first before I divide by 5. And if I'm writing this as a fraction, I'm going to put m minus 3 on the top. Parentheses are not necessary. And then I'm going to put 5 on the bottom. Just remember, when you use the division symbol, if you want to keep it together, you need the parentheses. On the fraction, you do not.